Alright, I got my part. SKF. When you're doing these hub assemblies, especially the ones with the built-in ABS sensor, always get a good quality bearing. I can't stress that enough. Every time you get a cheap white box bearing, it will come back with ABS codes. It might not be immediately, but it will. And you'll be doing the job all over again for free. And some of these have a metal clip. See that? This doesn't have the metal clip. They used to ask you when you would order the bearing, does it have a plastic or metal clip, but I guess they don't ask that no more, so I'll be taking the plastic clip off the old bearing. Oh no, wait, look, it comes with it on there now. They used to just come in the bag. Okay, even better. Alright, take your shield, set that down, put this on first. Make sure the open end goes towards the caliper, because that's where the caliper bolts to. Alright. Now feed your wire through the hole right there. Start your threads on one bolt, and then you can let it go. Always start all three before you start tightening it down. It will be cocked if you don't. And if you want to, you can always buff the inside of this before you put the bearing back in with some light, fine sandpaper. It'll go right in if you do that, but no. I just pull it in. I use the bolts as a press. You'll see. Swing it out. Run that one down. Just work the corners. These nice and tight. And if you prefer torquing, that's fine. I just tighten things. I've been doing this long enough. I don't need to torque everything by hand. But if you prefer that, you can look up the torque specs yourself. Alright, get that out of the way. Alright, now go ahead and clip that in. Boom. Make sure it's clipped in all the way, because if not, it will fall out and rub the wheel and ruin your bearing, and the ABS light will come on. Push your axle back through. Start your axle nut. Straight. Alright, get that in. Now. Always put these back in the way they came out, because the splines are already dug into the spindle. Or knuckle, whatever you want to call it. And all you got to do here is just tap them in just enough to catch those splines. And then when you tighten these bolts, it won't spin. You won't need a wrench on the other side. .24 millimeter. nice and tight. Alright. Turn that all the way out. Tighten your axle nut. Now, if you don't have a good strong gun like this, or an air gun, you probably do want to hand torque them to specs. Make sure that that's bent back enough to where it won't scrub your rotor. Slip our pad back in here. That. Make sure it's all the way back so it slips right over the rotor. Put your rotor on. Start your lug nut. It'll be a lot easier to put the caliper on with this rotor flush. Nuts. I like to grab my nuts. Haha. Alright. Just like that. Grab your 15. Take off the lug nut. Turn this back out. Plug your sensor in. Put that back in there. Alright. Slip your busted boot back on. Hey, 19mm nut. Cancellation nut. Tighten until your hole for the cotter pin matches up with the bolt. Now slip your cotter pin back in. You can reuse them as long as they're not weak. This one's pretty strong still. Alright. Make sure your rotor's not going to rub the backing plate. No squeaking. And there you go. And that's how you do a bolt-on hub assembly on a General Motors. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Hope it was informative. Please send your comments below, check like, and as always subscribe. Anyway, have a good day, YouTube. Peace out.